So I'm watching the show Hacks, which is a very funny show. It's a funny show. I shouldn't say very funny. It's a good HBO half-hour comedy. And Jean Smart's in it, and I'm riding high from Mayor of Easttown, and I loved her in Watchmen. So
By the way, Mayor of Easttown, who was that? Who spelled Mayor M-A-Y-O-R?
You did Mayor of Easttown?
Well, technically,
It's a yes or a no.
but I knew. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Clem tweeted like after episode 5 when I was raving about it. He tweeted like, "I am just learning now that the show you guys are all talking about is not called the Mayor of Easttown."
I literally knew it was Mayor.
Sounds like you didn't.
No, I know it sounds like it didn't.
Well,
but I so consciously was like, don't write Mayor, because every part of me like wanted to write Mayor, and there were so many times, there were so many clips that you guys have done on Mayor of Easttown, and I spelled it right every single time. I've caught myself, and I slipped up once.
You Michael Scotted it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
For those who couldn't see, it was off camera. Nick just did one of these, pointed at her. Who was it? Her over there. Yeah, Mayor of Easttown. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. So in Hacks, the story of Hacks is a Vegas, like a 40-year Vegas veteran. She does stand-up comedy. I guess kind of like a Joan Rivers influence. So she has a Vegas residency. She's starting to like lose traction a little bit. There's also this up-and-coming Hollywood writer who was, I would envision she wrote like the script for Girls or something like that, but she's getting canceled over a tweet, so she lost all of her job opportunities, and her agent was like, the only thing I have for you is that you can go help this woman write jokes. And her team is like, I know you don't want to do this, but you need to because we got to get younger. So like there's this couple that just, the odd couple that doesn't really work. So she has to move to Vegas to do this, and she's miserable. And then she finally goes out and has one fun night. Since she lives in Vegas, she goes to talk to her friend who's a blackjack dealer, and sitting alone at the table is this guy, and he's quick and witty and charming, and he's betting, and he's like, you like place a bet, like he's, you know what, I'm all in because she's good luck. Tell me, like, hit or stay. And she's like, hit. He busts, loses like $3,000, and he's like, it's fine, because you know what, $3,000 to have got to meet you, like, it's worth it. And she's like googly eyed, and he's got all the right fucking lines, but every time, like, he's also like, you know, he's like, you're just like so beautiful. Do you want to do some coke? And she's like, yeah, okay. And he has like a ton of coke on him, and then they're walking together hand in hand. They're having this wonderful date, and she runs into like some old Hollywood friends who look down upon her now. And she has a run-in with them, and he hypes her up in this beautiful way, and then he's like, do you want to do some Molly? So she's like, oh, okay, like more drugs, like fine. And so every step of the way, it's all this inspirational shit, but he's also like, let's fucking go, let's rage. Finishes off the night where he convinces her to, well, she calls her boss, she spouts off all this steam because he gives her this big inspirational speech about if something's wrong in your life, you got to fix it. Wakes up the next morning after this like coke-fueled sex binge, and he's snuggled and sleeping, and she's like smiling nicely. She goes to get some coffee. As she walks back to the hotel, there's caution tape everywhere, and there's a cop who's like, whoa, you can't walk in this entrance, somebody jumped. And she's like, what, somebody jumped? And the cop's like, yeah, some people do it all the time, like it happens here all the time. People come and they blow every last dime they had, and they want to like have one last night of partying, and they don't care about their money, they just want to do drugs, and they end it. And you can see her like, oh, fuck. And she goes back up to the hotel room, and like he had thrown a fucking chair through the window, and it's just smashed out. The wind is blowing, glasses everywhere. And he fucked her and then jumped out the goddamn window. And she obviously like goes into a spiral. How would you take that? If that happened to you, what would your reaction be? Because I think it can go several ways. None of which are good, but I think there's a couple ways to take it.
I don't think I would take it on any deeper level at all.
Then just like,
I think I'd just be like, I have so much cleanup to do right now. Like
no,
that.
Not really.
Like, but like like clean up. Like I'm gonna have to talk to people.
Clean
up. I have a lot of chores.
She had to like give her statement to the police.
Yeah, I have to talk. I have to talk to his family. I have many chores to do today.
Right.
This fucking sucks.
Right.
I would be devastated.
Yeah, because you'd probably be like almost like a suspect. They have to check that box first. That's a really, you know.
I don't think I'd get very introspective with it. I'd be like, I fucked a suicidal guy. probably not the first time.
Now,
And
also though, would you not have a feeling of like, I suck in bed? You know,
No,
there's
that's-
no like. I would hope if you were gonna kill yourself, and
What-
then
what
you
if he
fucked
left
me, that she was like, well, at least I want to fuck him again in the morning. She was like, that girl fucks you. That's like, you know, Jared 7 times has turned a girl lesbian because they're just like, this is the worst dick I've ever had. It's the worst experience ever. I just want to go down on girls forever now. That's this to the extreme. Like, that was so subpar. I still want to be dead.
I think I think if you're blaming yourself for that, you're crazy.
Not blaming myself, but it was an opportunity. And had I fucked better, imagine that story. I turned a suicidal person happy. Yeah, it's like I turned a gay guy straight. I turned a suicidal person fucking, you know, not suicidal.
I can't put my mind into hers. I'm really focused on being in his, and I would have left a note that said like,
what?
I don't know, like if you gave better head, I'd still be here.
I think jar. I don't
Like,
That was great. That was so genuine. You would have thought that was like scripted. I think, Jar. Oh my god, that was
like
great.
I just like I remember when, and again, this is back in the day when you could do anything. When I wrote a blog where I was genuinely trying to get, it was during Deflategate,
to get everyone to kill themselves.
and I was trying to get, I wasn't trying to get people to kill themselves. I was saying, look, if you're gonna do it, say it was Goodell's fault. Like I was trying to get a mass suicide across New England.
Yeah.
And I wanted everyone to blame Roger Goodell.
Which is an amazing idea. I mean,
Like-
imagine if if the Thursday before the big game, like the cops are like, we had like 64 suicides in within Massachusetts last night, and everybody said it was Roger Goodell's fault.
I was like, write on a cocktail napkin like Belichick's like resignation letter. Like I thought it out pretty strongly. And I was
Where's the stack of money?
It's like $5.
I think we're gonna go a solid 10 spot on this one.
and I would do the same thing with this situation where I'd be like, I wasn't like my whole time in Vegas, all the coke I bought, all the Molly I bought, I had all the money I was losing. I knew it didn't matter. I wasn't going to see tomorrow.
Right.
Or I guess maybe 2 days. I was going to see the morning. But I'd be like, I don't know, it'd be funny to fuck with this girl for the rest of her life.
That's the thing, is it really like you could absolutely ruin somebody.
Like it would be funny to fucking put this girl into therapy. Like I just spent the night with her.
We're gonna do a couple more dollars for John. $7 for
Like,
John.
I just spent the night with her.
$5 for me.
Clearly, she needs help. That would actually be one of the most fucking humanitarian things I've ever done, which would be to kill myself to get her into therapy. Because like
You're saving a life.
You spend a whole night with her, right? You're trying to
Yeah.
gas her up. You can tell like, this girl needs to talk to somebody. I'll jump out this window so she legally has to. What?
Yeah, no, that's it. You're a hero. How to save a life? You save that guy. You kill yourself to save that girl's life. She was on the verge of suicide. In the show, this girl is so depressed. She was probably suicidal.
Yeah.
Now she's not gonna do it.
Now she's got.
Now she's thinking.
Now she's court ordered, has to talk to somebody. You're welcome.
5 minutes. 96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our
That's
clips.
about what the I would guess the breakdown of
Good people versus bad
demographics
people?
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but Be
fair.
a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to click a button.
you can be a bad person still, but just click
You
the
could be a
button.
piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.